Welcome to Eating Apple. My name is Bob Morgan. I'm with Disruptive Leadership. I appreciate you taking 10 or 15 minutes out of your busy schedules to watch this video. Take some time. Hopefully, you'll learn something. Remember, Plato told us that learning and education are really being reminded of things that we already know. Now, I'm not going to tell you things that you don't know, but what we're going to try to do is make it easy to win using the law of least effort. Why eat an apple? We set these big, hairy goals every month. Your manager asks you, and I'm going to use the automotive industry a lot because that's really my background, but it applies to all of us. Your manager asks you, what are your goals? And you tell him they're 14. Well, you've never sold 14 cars in your life. Why would you set the goal at that? We set these big, hairy goals because that's what people want us to do, and we think we need to do it that way. And we got no hope of meeting them. So what do? We don't worry about it. Goals, they don't mean anything. They don't motivate us. But to accomplish a goal, to find out what that result is, we need to know what the cause is. And that's what we're going to get to today, to get to our result. And we'll get to that as we go along. And eat an apple will start to make sense. This is really a workshop to find your system. So let's get going here. What's the first thing we need to do? Take that sheet out I told you needed to have and write down your goal. What is it? What's your goal this month? I don't care. You can write whatever you want. But in the automotive industry, at the beginning of the month, you set your goal. So let's say you set your goal at 14. Set it there, or 10, or whatever it is. My goal this month is 10. I wish to sell 10 cars, however you want to put it. But let's start with your goal. If you have that worksheet, write it in the top. If you don't have the worksheet, start a note and write it there. My goal, and we'll be using this sheet during the next 10 or 15 minutes, so keep it handy. Okay, now you've written that goal. Is it reachable? Is it something you can do? So we've got 10 or 15 or 20 people in the room, and they all set the same goal. They all set their goal at 14 cars, whatever it is. Same goal, same circumstances. At the end of the month, out of those 10 people, how many have reached their goal? Well, Pareto's principle tells us that 20% of them would. 20%. So 2 out of 10. Why is that? Same circumstances, everything's equal. Why didn't everybody reach their goal? Is it talent? Some people are different than other people. What is it? Why didn't they reach their goal? That's a good question. And we're going to answer that. And we're going to try to change that now. Because we all feel guilty when we don't. We set our goal at 14 and then we're like, man, I'm useless. I can't sell cars. I don't know what I'm doing. How am I going to get there? And then we quit. And we end up with 5 or 6 and we just accept mediocrity. And that is a terrible cologne. Desperation and mediocrity smell bad. But why is it? Same goal, same circumstances. Why is it only 20% make it? That starts with us. Usually people blame their circumstances. And if you get offended at this, I'm sorry, but it's all of us. It's me too. It's his fault. It's her fault. It's their fault. It's not me. He gets all the spoons. I'm lazy. They're this. Everyone I talk to is buried. They got bad credit. She doesn't have to follow the rules. They're blaming everything but the real reasons. What are the real reasons why we didn't hit our goals? The path to success and the path to failure are pretty much parallel lines. You veer off just a little bit and you head to failure. Veer off just a little bit, you head to success. So what is it? We set these big hairy goals that we know up here we got no chance of meeting. And we don't have any kind of system set up to get to it. So how do we get past this execution conundrum? Well, first off, and this is simple, we must own our goal. It's got to be ours. It can't be the managers. It can't be the owners. It can't be the dealers. It can't be your boss. It has to be ours. We got to look at the real result we're trying to accomplish. Don't set that goal again because that's what my boss wants. If we do that, our thoughts will lead to inaction. We got to find a way to win. So set your goal And it has to be your goal. So you can set this big, hairy goal. I don't care. If 14 is a big, hairy goal for you, let's go for it. If 10 is a big, hairy goal for you, let's go for that. But how do we get past the execution conundrum? How do we do that? One of the things in our life that we all love to win, little bits at a time. We all do. And what is it? In the car business, they set up a spiff if your customers buy warranties. What's different? It's not that much money, but man, we pump it out and we focus on it. Or we set up a goal of a certain number and we all get to go to Top Golf. Man, we pump it out. We go for it. We go after it because we want to win. And that's what it's about. So how do we get past the execution conundrum? We have to start where it's easy. So below your goal now, write down the first thing that comes to mind and what you have to do to reach it. The first thing. And most of you are going to say I have to follow up. Okay, write that. I have to talk to customers. Math being math, I've heard that a bunch of times. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So if my closing rate's 25% and I want to sell 10, I have to talk to 40 people and there's 25 working days. So now I got to talk to 1.5 people a day. So if I talk to 2 people a day, math being math, I'll reach my goal. Okay. But then the end of the month comes and you haven't. Why? But regardless of that. So let's start out big. What do we have to do? Write it down. Keep going. Write some more. Go small. So we're going to start big. Then we're going to go small. Pretty soon we're going to start getting, if I can use this word, picayune. We're going to get small, get small, get small, and go even smaller. One of my goals, one of the things, and it's a habit now, but it wasn't, is I want to walk 2 miles every day. That's hard. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, I walk fast, but it's not really that fast because a lot of people are passing me as I'm walking. But for a while, I had a rough time with it. You know what, I'll do it later, or I'll do this, or I'll do that. And what did I do? I said, you know what, I'm going to start where it's easy. I'm going to start where it's easy. So I did 2 things. I found my hack with this, and we're going to talk about that in a second. When I got up in the morning, I put on the clothes that I was going to wear when I went to walk. And they're comfy, a pair of sweatpants or jogging pants and a t-shirt, comfortable socks. And I put my shoes by the door. And then I said to myself, okay, put your shoes on and just go for a walk. Go around the block this morning. 5 minutes, that's it. So I can do that. So I can put my shoes on and go out. Well, now I'm out. I just will finish. And that was my hack. I kept going smaller and smaller and smaller. And my hack ended up putting my shoes by the door. So go smaller and smaller. This is where eating an apple comes in. What if the saying is true that an apple a day keeps the doctor away? What if that's true? Well, we know it is in a big sense. But if I'm trying to eat healthier and I eat an apple every day, am I healthier than I was the day before because I ate that apple? Well, of course, that's a redundant question. You are. So I started big. I want to eat healthy every day. I want to eat healthier. Our first thing we normally do is go out and buy $100 worth of groceries and join the gym. So I start all this big. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, right. We go to the gym for a couple weeks. We eat all this good food. We gain 10 pounds. So now what we need to do is go small, then go smaller, then go smaller. And that's what I did with walking. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do with your goal. Go small, go smaller, go smaller. What is it? What is it the easy steps that you can take today to reach that goal, that result. What actions can you take today? Just today. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about yesterday. Just don't do it. We have to seize today, for we know nothing of tomorrow. So we just got to worry about today. Now, you want to set your goal that you're going to sell a car today? Well, maybe, but that's not really it. That's the result. So what actions do I have to do today to get me to that point? What do I have to do? Keep going, keep going. Go smaller, go smaller. Write 5 small things that you have to do today. And if you need help with this, talk to your manager or message me. Send a message to me and I'll help you with it. I'd love to talk to you. Give me a call. I'm open to a call. I love helping people get to this. This is the way you get to your results, because we all love to win. We have to find a way. You got to find your hack, and you got to keep at it until your reasons seem ridiculous. If you need to get to work by 10 minutes before you're supposed to be there, that's one of the actions. Get her done. Get her done. It's that simple. Might as well start where it's easy, because we all love to win. And how do we approach it? We need to set our actions with the law of least effort that will get us a win. And as we win, a little win, little win, little win, little win, next thing you know, small choices, huge results. Small choices, huge results. And it goes both ways. We need to find a way to win every day. Whatever it is, find a way to win. One of the salespeople I was talking to a couple of weeks ago, he had a great win and he bragged about it. When he went to Jimmy John's, he bought 2 sandwiches, chopped them in half, and now he had lunch and dinner. He didn't have to worry about it. What a great win. He found that, and he does it all the time. Remember that. Find a way to win, because it motivates us to keep going. We've got to make it simple. The law of least effort. Maybe it is as simple as eating an apple. But discover your hack. Your time is now, and it is your time to find a way to win. Write your actions down, or look at them. What do you do today? Don't worry about tomorrow. Seize today, for we know nothing of tomorrow. Thanks again. My name's Bob Morgan. I'm with Disruptive Leadership. Let's make it happen today. And remember this. You're always in the right place at the right time if you got the right attitude.